folks, welcome back to another exciting episode of Trigger Effect. And this week we have something really special in store. We're hunting Merriam Turkey in southern British Columbia.
Yeah, I can't wait. What a great opportunity for us here in our home province. You know, we're staying with friends of ours, Brad Siemens, him and his family are going to take good care of us. Yeah. And PV Ranch has been kind enough to put us up here on this amazing acreage.
No, and it's absolutely stunning. We're right beside the Granby River, but enough talk. I know Brad's got some birds tied up for us, so let's get out there after some Merriam Turkey in southern British Columbia.
So we're down here in southern BC. We're just getting out this morning. Brad's been down here doing a ton of scouting for us. Brad, what kind of activity have you been seeing down here?
Well, there's been a few hens. The birds have been quiet. We had a weather change. Pretty rainy yesterday and cold. Hopefully the birds will be talking this morning, and we'll try to find somebody answering and get set up, call them in.
Get on them. So just get out and get locating this morning.
Yeah, we'll just walk them. We'll just walk the old logging roads and just start calling.
Yeah, perfect. All right, well, let's get going.
What was that way up there? Did you hear that? Oh, yeah.
So we've been coming down the road this morning. We've been doing some shot calls, just trying to locate some birds. We saw some hens yesterday coming in here. So we've got a gobbler talking to us up here. He's just up the hill from us, so we're gonna quickly set up. We're gonna get in here, knock this one down. Let's go get him.
Oh, yeah.
That's so exciting. They're just so vocal, these animals. I mean, man, anybody who likes interactive hunting, turkey is the ticket. Let's set the hook, let's reel them in. 25 yards to where Brad's setting up from where we're at.
I think we should go up.
Yeah, no, I agree. He's hung up with these hens. We got to get within his zone.
Yeah.
He's not going to leave them, so let's go.
Yeah.
Okay, perfect. Jake, let's go.
Closed captioning is brought to you by Regent Custom Cresting. Trigger Effect. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Trigger Effect.
Gobbler down, baby. Oh man, I Unreal, Brad. Great call.
Thanks, buddy.
Boy.
Oh, nice job, man. That is Southern BC turkey hunting, man.
Yeah, heck yeah.
Let's not shoot hens, man. I don't know why we shoot hens.
No.
I couldn't see. I couldn't see him. I was like, I could hear him drumming.
Yeah.
That sound shit my Jake.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah,
Conservation Connection is brought to you by Lethbridge College.
Well, I hope you're enjoying this turkey episode so far, but one of the things I wanted to point out is that Jason, Brad, and myself are all members of the Canadian Wild Turkey Federation. And the reason we do that, it's our way as hunters to give back. Joining me right now is Carrie Edwards, who's one of the instructors here at Lethbridge College in the Environmental Sciences program, and you're going to tell me a little bit about hunter organizations.
Yeah, the hunter conservation organizations, Dean, are so important for all species of wildlife. We've got several across Canada. Some of them have been around for over 100 years. You know, ones like Delta Waterfowl, Ducks Unlimited, Pheasants Forever, you know, Rocky Mountain Elk Foundation. They all give back to a number of different species and even non-game species, so they're very important.
No, that's right. And I mean, I know when I was a practicing biologist, a lot of my research was funded from these organizations, and maybe you can expand on that for me a bit.
Absolutely, Dean. You know, the research aspect of hunter conservation organizations is also very important because they're a lot of the agencies that give funding for the graduate studies, postgraduate studies, and you know, able to find out the things that we know about wildlife in general. So it's so important that we have those organizations just from a science perspective.
No, that's right. And folks, you gotta remember, as hunters, we do take from the land. It's very important to have balance in life by giving back. And one of the ways you can do this is by joining one of these conservation organizations. You don't have to pick one. I own multiple cards. I know Trigger Effect supports the Canadian Wild Turkey Federation as our conservation partner. So do your part, get out there and join one of these groups. But let's get back now to some great turkey action in southern British Columbia.
Thank you, boy. Oh man, you know, when we were down below there, it's so hard to get turkeys to come downhill.
Well, here we are. I mean, man, opening morning southern BC turkey, and it doesn't get any better than this. So exciting. I mean, these are such exciting animals to hunt. You know, we come down this morning, come down this old cut road, and we were doing some calling, had you doing some shot calling, and we got this guy to answer us. I mean, he had some hens talking with him up there, and pretty tough to get him away from them.
Yeah, I thought, oh man, we're not going to get him to come down, and those hens started clucking, and Dean and I made the call to head on up. We got into his zone, and it wasn't 5 minutes, and he was committed, and he hammered that Jake decoy, and it was just fantastic. Yeah,
amazing. I mean, he was right in front of us, and he comes straight in and hit that decoy, and that's so exciting. And then he presented a shot there, and that score ammunition, I mean, the Trigger Effect Thunder Strut ammunition, just amazing.
Yeah.
I mean, just put him right down.
Beautiful shot.
Awesome. Well, thank you again.
You're welcome.
Great job. So here we've got our southern BC turkey, and we've got the turkey toque on him. I took that bird and got him right in the head. So to keep clean, we put the turkey toque on. It's an orange color, a little bit of a safety aspect, and it's going to keep the blood off us when we pack him out of here. Great Canadian product.
Well, Brad, that was amazing this morning with Jason, but now we're back kind of out here doing a little bit of locating. So what's the plan?
Well, we're just going to walk the same road, and we're going to do some shot calling, try to put one to bed.
Yeah, it was actually really good. Right after we headed into town, we noticed that the hen was just up in here. So let's go see if we can find us a tom for tomorrow.
Make sure you come back for some more hunting action with Trigger Effect after this commercial break. Welcome back to Trigger Effect.
We're setting up this bird that we got yesterday morning. Brad's just spicing it right now, and we're gonna throw it in the boil and do a deep fry on this thing. So pretty excited to get here and have this thing this evening. It's a gorgeous evening. We're gonna have everybody's families here together and have a feed of this turkey we got.
There's the chef.
Holy, that almost went off. Did you catch that? It almost slid off. Luckily, I have Jedi reflexes and I caught it.
Well, folks, here we are this week in southern BC on a Merriam turkey hunt. I mean, we are having a great time. We're hunting a species that is absolutely amazing to hunt. It's so much fun. The BC government, though, is really give up on this species. It went from when they first migrated here, you know, we had a limited entry draw on them. They were very special. You pull a tag, you get to hunt this. And now they've gone to just open season in the fall for any hen. You can shoot hens, jakes, whatever you want, poults. And in the spring here, we've got a tom. And I mean, I don't even have a tag. Just my hunting license allows me to do it.
I know, and there's a lot of fear mongering around it, right? Like the big excuse I always hear is there's, you know, competitiveness with other upland game birds. But the reality is there's some amazing biologists who work for organizations like the National Wild Turkey Federation, Canadian Wild Turkey Federation, that have done lots of studies. The science is out there, it's an excuse. And you know, the reality is it's like saying that the ringneck pheasant is competitive or the Hungarian partridge or, you know, and it's just not true.
And you know, Dean, another thing is like the safety aspect.
Yeah.
So, you know, rim fires, single projectiles. These are elk on two legs. You call them in, it's exciting. You're close quarters. You're in full camo. And you know, last year my daughter's turkey swung in behind us onto the road, and it was wide open, and I was terrified. I was terrified for a bull coming our way.
Well, and they can't see us.
No, you're behind decoys.
Standard practice is, you know, call the toms.
So hunters, get out there, join groups like Canadian Wild Turkey Federation and lobby the government here. I mean, everybody else in North America, all the other governments are respecting this bird. They're selling tags, generating revenue to manage it properly. And here in BC, we're not. So get out there, get your membership with Canadian Wild Turkey Federation. Help us, help those turkeys.
Yeah, I agree. I agree.
Sure.
Tips and techniques are brought to you by Resourceful Redneck, featuring Mike Holland.
Hi there, my name is Mike and I'm the Resourceful Redneck. Thank you for joining us on today's Tips and Techniques segment. Anyone that turkey hunts knows that planning and preparation greatly increases your chances for success. Today's tip is a bit of a way for you to identify exactly what birds are in your area. In addition to all forms of scouting, turkeys leave us a bunch of clues by the shape of their droppings. For example, a hen will leave a straight or slightly crescent tube-shaped dropping, and that differs from the distinct J-shaped dropping of the tom. Hopefully this tip helps you identify and go after that big gobbler that you've been looking for. That's today's segment. Thank you very much for joining us. Pop over to our website to get some more information. And now it's time for us to get back to some great turkey hunting action.
Well, it's our third morning here, and yesterday morning we covered a lot of ground. We did find a hen turkey. We had a little bit of an encounter with her, but we got a hot tip from the owners at PV Ranch here that they've been hearing a gobbler just up and behind us on a bench here. So Brad's got us situated really good. We're gonna hike in here. We're just gonna do some shot calling all the way through to see if we can locate this gobbler and get a setup on him, and hopefully get our second southern BC turkey on the ground. But I'll tell you one thing, got a full belly of wild turkey of Jason's. Thanks for that one. So what's happened is we've worked our way along the ridge up to where PV Ranch told us where the gobbler was. We did a location call, and as we're sitting here talking, for sure, just a couple little ridges over, we can hear the gobbler gobbling. So we're gonna slowly work our way. Hopefully the same thing we did with Jason's, get in his zone.
Yep, absolutely.
Anyways, we gotta get going. Okay, so what's happened is we did a small set here. We had him gobbling, and then he just went silent. So we're gonna work up on the highland here, see if we can locate him again. Well, folks, there's days where everything goes right like Jason's. There's days like this where we got beaten.
Yeah, that Tom must have caught us moving and he just shut right up.
No, that's right. And folks, I got to remind you, we're hunting British Columbia turkeys here. We're in a heavy, dense interior Douglas fir. Definitely puts the advantage into the bird's court. But we're going to pull out so we don't bump this Tom. We're going to come back tomorrow morning and hopefully seal the deal.
Yeah.
Let's get
Always
going.
a good time, Dean.
Stay tuned for more Trigger Effect after this commercial break. Welcome back to Trigger Effect.
Well, we're after our adversary. 2 mornings, he has totally thwarted us. So what we're going to do now is we have a rough idea of where this bird is roosting. So we're going to sneak in really quiet and try figuring out where he's sleeping.
Yeah, we're gonna just sit tight and listen for him to go up and find his tree.
Yeah, and I mean, we're going to put the decoys out just in case we do fluke out. Sometimes luck is a good thing for hunters. But right now our main job is to try setting up the morning hunt for a nice close decoy set to the roost. So let's get heading.
Okay, so we're all set up behind our all-tan blind. We have a little flat here with a couple roosting trees to the left. We have turkey scat everywhere. We're being buzzed by a few rabbits right now, but we're going to sit here quiet until dark. Maybe play a little bit of luck, but if not, the main goal we want to do tonight is find out where this bird's sleeping, so let's get back to hunting. Incredible. It was awesome.
PV Ranch Adventures is located just outside of Grand Forks, British Columbia. The various cottages sleep up to 5 and has a TV with DVD player, Wi-Fi, a full bathroom, in-floor heating, and fully equipped kitchens. The cottages also offer a river view with a private picnic table, barbecue fire pit, as well as a hot tub for all to share. In addition to the cabins, full RV hookups are available as well. Myself and the entire Trigger Effect family would like to thank PV Ranch Adventures for their amazing hospitality. So what happened is last night we came in here with that gobbler we chased yesterday, and we did some location calling, and we know he's just way up here behind the ridge, probably about 500 yards away. So we've gotten in here quite a bit earlier, and what we're going to do is we're going to work our way up towards the bird, get set up in a good area, and hopefully pull him off his roost, but we got to get going, so thumbs up.
It's not many times, folks, when this happens, but I have to say, I do not know what to do. I mean, this bird is just outsmarting us. Yesterday he outsmarted us. This morning we got in early, we set up on him, and it just seems like we're moving quiet, we're getting to set up, and it's like this bird has ESP or something. What's
I ain't talking. This is a Jedi turkey, man.
Jedi turkey. But this is why we hunt. You know, I will admit it, if I don't get this bird, it's been awesome hunting this bird. I mean, he's outsmarting us, and you know, Jason got one. We're not going to give up yet. We still have about a couple hours of huntable time, but we're just going to sit here and scratch our heads for a little bit longer.
Well, folks, here we are wrapping up another great adventure. We're down here in southern BC hunting Merriam turkeys. And Brad, I would like to thank you for helping me get my first BC Merriam. You know, you and your family have done an amazing job here and really taken good care of us.
You're welcome, Jay. It was a good hunt. It was a lot of fun. A little tougher with Dean's bird, but we still had a lot of fun.
Well, and that's right, and it's not all about getting a bird. As a matter of fact, I really enjoyed the 3 days of chasing that one around. He rookied us, definitely. But I'd also like to really thank Al and Gwen Pauls of PV Ranch. They provided us a beautiful log cabin on the Granby River, added to the whole experience. And remember, folks, make sure to join the Canadian Wild Turkey Federation to help our birds in BC get a voice. But join us next week for another exciting episode of Trigger Effect.
Go to www.cwtf.ca and click on their membership tab now. This has been a Thunder Boys production.